Hey everybody, this is Leo Guiterrez from Active Collision, and I'm on the show right now.
This show would not be possible without the generosity of our sponsors, like MedSpa Deluxe LA, Prospectors Federal Credit Union, Suburban Water Systems, and Massage Envy.
We would also like to make mention Plaza Westcovina, and also Munoz and Munoz Attorneys at Law. So if you need a lawyer, criminal law, personal injury, accident, motorcycle accident, make sure you call Munoz and Munoz Attorneys at Law. Okay, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Connect Now. We are really excited. I mean, I hope you guys are enjoying the other episodes that we have. Last one was it was amazing. We had Pastor Callie, and Monica really got ministered to, and her husband told me that their marriage has changed for the better, everybody.
Yes, he read the book in one day. So we're good right now.
You guys are good right now? Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor.
I'm still a little rocky, but it's coming along. It's coming along. So, last week, if you guys want more advice about marriage and marriage coaching, Pastor Callie, make sure you guys tune in to all our episodes. All of our episodes are really good. And I'm trying not to say we have a special guest because you always make fun of me when I say we have a special guest.
Yeah, you always say I'm excited and I don't know what.
Wow.
But you know what? Yes, we do have a special guest though.
Yes.
He's actually a huge part of what the Greater West Covina does.
Yes.
He actually, joined us last October as a President Circle member.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a great business in the community. I believe it's what? Did you say La Puente?
Yes.
Yes.
La Puente.
But let me introduce you.
Yes.
Today we have Leo with
Leo
Active
Guiterrez
Active Collision.
in the city of La Puente.
Let me clean out my eyebrows real quick. Yes. Yes, La Puente is actually county line, La Puente.
La Puente, it's like La Puente City Industry, yeah.
Like a redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
I'm like Bassett, La Puente.
Hacienda Heights right there.
Yeah.
Because if you go up a little more, it's Hacienda Heights. You're right in the whole middle of it.
Yeah, so I'm county line, and I love it. Been there 9 years already.
9 years.
9 years.
9 years,
Wow.
But it was an Active Collision from the beginning. You actually, because I want to get your story because you are a business owner. You are a part of our President's Circle. You're really diving in with the Greater West Covina and everything we're doing. Thank you so much. You're always the last. GWC Mixer comedy show we had, you're a sponsor. You helped us get the comedians, and everything. So we're gonna get to that. How you're involved in other things, but what was the whole thing before Active Collision? What's your background?
Wow. It all started back in 1996.
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah. Back then, I used to work for a company. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Longo Toyota.
Okay.
I was there for a lot of years. It's funny because I never got interviewed for a job, ever. To this day, I haven't got interviewed for a job. And that day I was getting my brother's truck service.
Mm-hmm.
Here on the Toyota pickup. I was just hanging out, oil change, and some guy named Hector Ibarra. I still remember the guy. He's like, "You looking for a job?" I go, "No, I'm good." He's like, "Well, we need car washers and valets." I'm like, "No, I'm still good." I was going to Rio Hondo College at the time.
Okay.
So I was there part time, and then so I said, "All right, screw it, I'll take it." So from there, I started working at Longo Toyota as a valet. I was there for, I think, 3-4 months, and then I got promoted to I still remember my title, Customer Assistant Supervisor, right? Yeah. So back then, the director, Mark Saipa, I don't know if he's still there. He gave me the opportunity. He had vision for me. He's like, you know what? You don't belong in that washing cars. You need to belong in the office. I said, all right, cool. On Monday, make sure you wear a tie. I go, shit, a tie? Oh, wow. And my wife, which was my girlfriend at the time, I said, hey, I need to go buy some clothes. And be like a dork, I'm wearing a tie with the short sleeve shirt. Right? It looked like a big dork, but I had a big old smile on my face because I was a supervisor. Mm-hmm. Right? I never had a title of a supervisor.
That's cool.
So I was there, and I took my job very seriously. I take every job I have seriously. So I was there. I started, I used to manage the valets. about I think 16 at the time.
Oh, wow.
So I was like right up happy, right? If your shirt wasn't tucked in, I'll write you up. If you didn't shave, I'll send you home.
Wow.
I was very tough, right? And I think they saw that in me that I was so, I was a corporate guy. I was a yes guy, right? And the Penske organization, hands down, first class organization to this day. They believe in their staff. They believe in the long tenure, being there for years, right? And they believed in me, and I started as a valet. I moved my way up the ladder. I went into their service department, writing up cars like for oil changes and stuff, meeting with people, and just a new experience for me at a young age. I think I was 22 at the time.
Oh, wow.
I was still young, right? And I didn't know what to do with my life. I was like, all right, I'm just hang out here, see where it takes me. And for sure, I was there, and I just started getting promoted. Every year I had a new job title.
Nice, that's good. Yeah.
And of course, the money was every 2 years I was getting raises. So I was loving life. I was young, and then I got married at 22 years old. And I don't know. I just told myself, what am I going to do now, right? 22, and then I started again moving up the company, and then at one point, I think in my 30s, I said, you know what? I think I'm done, right? I think I capped out where I want to be. Again, great people. They send you to school. They train you. They treat you very well. 401k, all the works.
All the benefits.
All the benefits were there. I just wasn't happy. I think at 30 years old, you're like, okay,
where's this going?
Where's this going?
Yeah.
I have a family already. What's the next for me? So, so I quit. I literally just said, here, my 2 weeks notice, I'm out.
Wow.
and they looked at me like, why? What happened? I'm like, I want to leave.
Wait, did you have a plan?
And I didn't have no plan.
Wow.
So you were going to be unemployed?
Yes, I was unemployed.
Oh, wow.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. My wife always says, like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
I just left. I left in good terms, right? People love me there. I left. I went to different shops. I took some time off just to kind of recalibrate. I went to different shops, and they just didn't treat me the same that they treated me. So I did my rounds. I went to a couple places. I don't like them. And then I went back to Longo Toyota, and they accepted me.
Oh, wow.
With open arms. They're like, we'll give you your seniority back.
Oh, wow.
After how long?
After 3 years.
Oh, so you were 3 years, you were off?
Yeah, I was out.
You took that. Oh, wow.
I was out, and then I went back to Longo, and I was there for another maybe 6-7 years.
Oh, wow.
And then again, I wanted,
try something else.
I want to try something else, and I hit my potential again, and I said, okay, time to move on again. I thought, okay, this time it's for real. I want to come back, And so I left, and I guess I was unemployed, and I took some time off. And I started my first business as an independent auto appraiser, right? I'll write estimates for insurance companies. I failed miserably. Everybody wants, I think, wants to work from home, right? Have the cush job from home. I just wasn't. I like doing stuff like I have time, right? Like you wake up, you clock in, you have tasks to do.
Right.
You wake up, you take a shower. Okay, what's next? Work from home. I got lazy. I'm like, this is not for me. I'm a hustler. I love working. And I told my wife, this is not for me. So that failed, and I was getting frustrated in life. I was already in my late 30s, right? I was 38 years old. And I told my wife, I don't know what to do now. I don't want to work for a corporation. I don't like taking orders from people. That's just the way I am. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. A lot of people are that way.
Yeah.
A lot of people are that way.
So I just don't want to be in that corporate life again. And yeah, the money could have been great. I just wasn't happy. Money is not everything sometimes. And of course, I got my location where I'm at now. When I got the business, it was my.
Well, what made you want to do that? Like, what made you say, "Oh man, I want to do body repair, or car? Was it body?
Auto body.
Auto body repair.
And the reason I opened it up is because I was confident. I was confident that this is all I know how to do, right? I know cars. I know the inner structure. I know the cars, paint. I know auto body. I know frame. I know people, right? So then when I opened up my business, I wasn't scared, because when you open up a business, you have to have guts, right? You have to have a plan. I didn't have a plan.
You didn't have a mission statement. Yeah,
Nothing.
You were just
nothing.
wow.
Nothing. I just said, I just said, I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing, right? I believe in myself, right? I believe in myself, and then I told my wife, I said, look, we're either gonna make it or we're not. She looked at me like, you're crazy. I said, I don't care. And I took I got a lease for a couple years, and it was an empty lot. It was a vacant lot, but I had a vision.
So where you're at right now, it was a vacant lot?
It was a vacant lot.
Wow. So you
It was just
built
a
that.
building. It was just a building.
Oh, just a building.
Just an
Okay.
office. That's it.
Wow.
Everything else I built. But see, I had so much determination to look at myself in the mirror and say, dude, why can't you do it? What are you going to do? The worst you can do is go back to Longo. And they'll accept me with open arms. And I could just say, screw it. You know what? I tried it. And
This
I
is where I'm
failed.
at. I'm going to
That's it.
retire here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I got the place. It took a while to build it, right? A lot of frustration. I almost quit like 5 times because owning a business is not easy. It's not for everybody.
And that's one of the things, I'm going to interrupt you for a minute, but that's one of the things that when I first met you, the fact that you share your story and you tell you speak with honesty about how frustrated you were, how you wanted to quit so many times or whatever. It's like sometimes as a business owner myself too, and founding this organization, I feel you and I understand when people tell me that. I take it to heart because I understand, because starting a business is not easy. It's probably one of the hardest things. And you know what? I don't blame you for not having a plan. A lot of people do have plans. They have huge business plans. They go in with this mission statement that this is what they want to do. You fail the same.
Yeah.
You fail the same because
exactly.
there's no guide. There's the guides that are out there on how to start a business. Yes, they do work, but it's what's inside your heart that's gonna keep you strong. It's gonna keep you going every day. You gotta wake up. You gotta get dressed, like you said. You gotta take a shower. And there's days that are just jacked up days.
Yeah, you don't do nothing.
That you're just like, because you go in and you're like, okay, I'm still doing this, but why am I not reaping my work? Why aren't finances coming in fast enough? What's
Right.
going on here? Yeah. What keeps us going? You know what? You said it. You said it. Your determination. Because we're not quitters. Right? So I love it. I loved it. When you said that, it actually motivated me, because you don't know how many times I felt like burnouts. Burnouts are the worst.
And you know what? And I share my story. It's my story, right? People don't believe in you. People don't trust you. People think, what do you know about business? This guy doesn't have a business degree, or I didn't go to college, right? Which I tell my kids, you have to go to college, right? But for me, I'm a hustler. I always had since I was a kid. Even when I was in 6th grade, I used to sell firecrackers. I wasn't making money. I used to get bikes, fix them up, and sell them.
Wow. Wow.
So to me, just having that work ethic, it comes from my parents. Being, I think, my parents are Mexican, right? My dad's from Zacatecas. My mom's from Guadalajara, and them just showing me the path for hard work. I remember like, Mom, I want those nice Guess pants. So like, go work for it.
Yeah.
I said, shit, I have to go swap meet, go work. I had to do what I had to do.
Do something,
to look good,
generate
right?
the money,
High school,
right?
Right?
Yeah.
Back in 95, you have to look good.
Yeah,
right?
95, you had to look good in high school. Yes.
95, shout out to Arroyo High School from El Monte. I'm from El Monte. But going back to what you said about opening a business, again, people don't believe you. People just kind of see, okay, I want to see what they're up to, right? And then they're like, oh, okay, they're making a little noise, okay, but they don't support you.
So when you say people, who are you referring to?
In general, family, friends, right? Best friends, blood relatives, I can name it.
Yeah.
You know, let's be real here.
It's almost like they're watching you to see if you fail.
Yes. And then when you're doing good, they're like, oh yeah, I knew you could do it. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
stop. Like my friends now are strangers I never met that I just build relationships with, right? And they're like, I consider like really good friends. You know, we're always texting. They believe in me. They give me motivation. I'm like, wow, hell yeah. Like, thanks, bro, or, you know, I appreciate
Isn't it terrible how our own family, our own really close personal people that we grew up with, they don't believe in us. They're our worst enemies sometimes.
Yeah. But guess what? I love that. I love it. I look at my phone. I go, nope. And I don't like you. I'll delete you. I'll block. I don't want nothing to do with you. I have nothing in common with you. I want to talk to people like yourself that want to grow a business. I want to be successful. You know, you want to do it right. Like if I'm not doing something right, why do you do this? Show me.
Exactly.
Explain to me.
Exactly.
Right? Like
Yes.
if I'm screwing up, let me know so I won't screw up. Or look at this is who I met. This is my people. Here, let's introduce each other. Let's network. Right? And there's 3 things that that I learned in life that I want hopefully people to understand it, and it's been helping me a lot, right? And you're probably gonna think I'm crazy.
No.
Is learn how to play poker. Okay. Learn how to play poker.
Like actually learn how to play
Just
poker.
learn it. It doesn't mean go to Vegas and gamble. No, learn it.
Learn it. Yeah.
That's life.
It's hard for me.
Learn it.
I can't learn it. It's hard.
I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Learn how to play poker, Texas Hold'em, or blackjack. Something simple.
Okay.
Right? 'Cause
Okay.
you're solving. You're bluffing. I want to see if you're lying to me by looking at you. Right? That's poker, right?
I'm gonna wear sunglasses.
Oh, well, I've shared with her. You're on this point. I told her she does not have a good poker face.
Okay. So you have to have a poker face, and you got to learn chess. Learn how to play chess. You know, learn how to play chess because that's life. Every move you make
Is a chess
has
move.
a consequence. You go backwards or forward. Yeah, write this down. and the third thing you'll know is play golf.
Oh, I love that.
Golf is a network king.
Yeah, it's a network game that everyone uses.
You meet celebrities, you meet business owners that is not like, oh, I'm gonna send my super. No, you're meeting the boss that makes decisions, right?
They're on the green.
You meet people like that are on your board right here, right? Those are people you want to hang out with, pick their brain, and they'll share the same stories for 18 holes for 4 hours, right?
It's true.
You say you worked at a golf course one time, right?
Yeah.
You did the golf.
Yeah.
So you've seen it.
Oh, I would see the guys. Yes.
You see people that work their ass off. Now they're successful, and they could go and hang out and have a great time, and just breathe clean air and enjoy a day by yourself. Like I call it therapy.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So those 3 things, learn them, master them, and you're gonna look back and say, "Oh my God, yeah, you're right. It's just part of."
No, I love it. I love the fact that you say learn poker, and I know you're saying it because when you play poker, you had to have that poker face. That's the whole thing about it, and we always talk about that. It's having a poker face.
Poker goes hand in hand with politics too, because in politics, you know, if you don't know anything about politics or the behaviors around the people that you hate the most or that hate you the most, if you don't have a poker face.
They'll eat you alive.
Eat you alive.
You don't want that. So you got to be able to, you know, shake hands. You got to be able to, you know, learn to love your haters at that point. And that's something that here, politics have really, really, I mean, we are deep into it. You know, even as we speak, and it's really sad, you know, because we try to maintain ourselves in a higher standards than most people. And so to us, it's like when he sees people, it's so easy for him to just go up to these politicians and shake their hand. And for me, I had to learn to be that way because I don't have a poker face. He's right. Me, I'm like, if I don't like somebody, sometimes I make it known just by either I'm quiet or I just, I don't really smile much.
Yeah. No, it's it's funny that, and then, because a while back, a couple months ago, last year, I was at a golf tournament, right? And I played with the legend Fernando Valenzuela. I was literally like the last one to play with him, right? And I was starstruck. Like, oh my God, there's Fernando Valenzuela.
He was in your foursome?
He was in my foursome.
Oh, fantastic.
Right?
What a blessing.
And I go there and I see him. I go, Fernando, like, shook his hand, very quiet guy, right? And then he kind of, let him do his thing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm right here with this guy. But I didn't let it get to me.
Yeah, you don't want to. You want to be starstruck. Show him you are. I want to be like a.
So then I was like, okay, my three things. Okay, which one's gonna? The poker face.
Poker face.
Like that. I'm like, okay.
He has a little card in this thing.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, he's human just like me.
Hey, I'm Michael.
I'm Ralph.
Welcome to Munoz & Munoz.
Come check it out. Here at Munoz & Munoz, every case is important to us. Big or small or big, we're here to help you.
And here also, privacy is our #1 priority for all of our clients. So come check it out. Our #1 priority is serving the community. We want to give the best attorney service out there in the industry. We're here to help you. Please call us for any personal injury or criminal defense needs that you may need.
So thank you guys for visiting our firm. As you can see, I'm here, Michael's here, always ready to serve you guys for any questions. And please, do not hesitate to call us for anything you need. It could be the simple question, we're here for you. Y sí, hablamos español.
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Affordable self-care from professional massage therapists and estheticians. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Hey everybody, I hope you guys are enjoying the show with Let's Connect Now. My name is Danielle Wood. I'm with Prospectors Federal Credit Union, a division of Certified Federal. You guys want to contact us regarding any banking needs or even auto loans and personal loans, feel free to contact me at any time. You can reach me at 909-396-9688 or 909-504-7371. I'm looking forward to talking and speaking with you all soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Whether you're seeking new clients, partners, or opportunities, Megamix Connect is your gateway to instant connections that could transform your business. Whether you're an attendee eager to discover fresh ideas, a business owner ready to showcase your brand, or a sponsor looking to make an impact, the Megamix Expo is where you need to be. Join us as an attendee, exhibitor, or sponsor and take advantage of this incredible opportunity.
And then by the seventh hole, man, we're having deep conversations.
That's so awesome.
How he started.
Nice.
I was like, wow, this guy is so cool. And it's so sad that he passed,
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Fernando. But and even on Monday, this couple of days ago, I went to another tournament. I mean, I love golf, right? It's my third one.
Oh, my husband is an avid golfer, so.
Yeah.
So he's seen, and quite, I mean, Jaime Harin, the legend broadcaster for the Dodgers.
Is it the father or the son?
The father.
Oh, okay.
He was there, and I was there a little bit early, and we're just talking
Chatting it
about
up.
Fernando.
Wow.
Look at that. Show him a picture. Look at us, Fernando. Oh, wow, yeah, I'm cool. He's telling me stories. Hanging out for like 40 minutes, just talking to Mr. Harin.
Wow.
And I don't have that. I'm not shy no more, like I used to be. If I meet someone that's up there, I'm like, they're human.
Yes.
Everybody has problems, right?
Yep.
Everybody goes through stuff, right? So I take that into consideration when I talk to someone a politician or someone that's up there.
No, it's true. I know the fact because one thing I've learned in business is, because being, Latino and stuff, and then it's who you surround yourself with, like you've been saying lately, it's who you surround yourself around with, getting around, like playing golf, because when you play golf, you're surrounding yourself around like-minded people. And it's so true, even with just your life. It's, the saying is, show me your 5 friends and I'll tell you where you're going in life, basically, that statement, and that's very important. And one of the people that I had, that was my good friend, he is Caucasian, but he would share with me and train me a lot on things, and he would share with me. He said, he's the one that shared with me about having a poker face, about going up to your enemies, shaking their hands. He goes, you have to remember. He goes, I'm not saying. He always said, he goes, I'm not putting you down or anything, but what our cultures are different. He goes, our culture is we will go, even though I know my competitors in the room, I will still go to the event, walk up to my competitor, and we will shake hands and say, hey, let the best person and best man win out there. All right, yeah. He goes, but I see it in your culture where it's more you guys want to destroy each other in business. He goes, let's say, for instance, there's a gardener, he wants that job. And, but the other gardener is like, no, that's my territory. He will go so low where there's no profit just to make sure that other individual doesn't get it. Yeah. And there's no money, but his pride, just because he didn't want you to have it. He goes, and that's bad business.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. Our culture, we see that, right? And I'm sure you've seen it before. You're like, again, that goes back to people don't want to see you succeed. They want to see you like right here. Mm-hmm. And I'm past over that. I tell my wife, I go, I don't give a shit who likes me or not. They don't pay my bills.
Exactly.
I don't care if you like me. I'm not gonna hang out with you, right? And I kind of have my little circle, and it's all business. I still have personal friends. I still have friends that from high school I still hang out, but I don't hang out with them on the weekends. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if you're going levels, right? You want to grow your business. I'm sure you guys want to expand, right?
Yes.
You guys want to see, where am I going to go? How far am I going to go? Now I have a plan. See that? Before I didn't have a plan because I don't know what the heck I was getting myself into. Now that my business is structured, went through a lot of ups and downs when I started. Now I was like, okay, now who do I want to associate with? And the cool thing is another a golf story is Raza Golf. One of my good buddies, Ruben. He had a tournament, and I don't know who he was, but he put it out there, and I called him. I'm gonna call this guy. Hey, dude, I want to join your thing. He's like, hi, great guy. We're talking from there. He's actually my good buddy. And then from there, I met the Munoz. I met Ralph and Michael. Best thing that ever happened is meeting those two guys there.
Yeah, they're great.
Those are good dudes.
Yeah, really guys.
And from there, it's like, I go, okay, cool. I got Ralph and Michael, which are my homies. Now I was like, all right, cool. You see, you network.
It's all about networking.
You meet different
yeah.
people.
And I have to say that about you. Since we met you've always are wanting to introduce us to people. So we have to say, yes, you are big on networking. You don't, you're not the type to, this is my resource. This is my connection. No, you're like, oh no, hey, you need it. Hey, yeah, I'll get you this person. I'll get you that. Yeah, no problem. Right. And that's what it's all about. That's about helping each other, and stuff.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, I love that. I love that, and we appreciate, your you trusting us enough to meet the people that are important in your life.
Exactly.
Because sometimes, as much as we want to, but if we know that the person is not going to represent your recommendation with a certain person, why would you recommend them?
Yeah.
So it has to be someone that's how I learned that. Because everybody for a while wanted to just come in and ask me for resources, and resources is fine, but ask me for like, hey, can you introduce me to this person?
No, they want your list right away.
They want
yes.
they want it all. They want it.
They want the
so
database.
Quickly. And then I was like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
But so and so, they would throw on a big name. So and so told me to come and ask you, and that you would do it for me. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are. and here you are sitting here. You don't even know me, but
Right.
you're throwing a big name and you're telling me that they came and they told you and this and that. And I'm not so quick to do that anymore. I used to because I was like, oh, if it came from that person, then I feel like I have
Right,
to.
right.
But through our mistakes and through our trials, we learn
You learn.
so much, and you learn to be strong. And now you get to choose who your friends are, who you associate with,
Right.
and it's okay.
Right.
But a lot of people take it personal.
Yeah.
A lot of people, even in business, they take it personal. You know, I met your wife. I met her at the Pomona, one of the events that was held in Pomona.
Oh, that's right. You met her a long time ago.
Yeah, and I kept in touch with her, but somewhere along the way, we lost touch. So
Right.
when I saw her, when he took me there, I was like, "Oh, you saw?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my God, I've met
Yeah.
you before." Oh, you know, so it was kind of cool, you know, and because she was super nice, super sweet, and I think at that time, you know, we were, she was working with another girl, and then something kind of went
Right.
about, but now, like, you know, me like seeing her and really keeping in touch with her, and she's a great person. She's a great human being, and and you yourself, as I get to know you and I find out more things about you, because I like people that are real, you know, that don't play around. Like, you know what? Because even though you know a lot of key people in your circle, but you're not cocky about it, and you're not like, you don't think you're better than anybody.
No.
You
no,
know?
and you can't be, because that you represent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I tell people, you don't like me, then that's on you.
Yeah.
You know, and people fall in love with me. I don't know why. 'Cause I'm honest. I'll be straight with you. I'm not like when I met you. I don't BS. I'll tell you straight. And it's you look back at the people that I met throughout the years, and I don't hold back. Dude, use these guys. You know, and I met who mentioned you? Oh, Carlos
Fuentes.
Carlos Fuentes.
Cardon Media.
Yeah, Cardone Media. Shout out to Carlos Fuentes if you're listening. Cool dude. And then he's like, you got to hook up with my boy. You know, like, JR. Is JR your name, or you're a junior?
I'm a junior, but I say
Okay.
JR now.
Yeah. So and then he's like, yeah, you got to meet the guy. Cool dude. I'm like, all right, cool. And then, yeah, he has a podcast doing great things. I'm all right, cool. I'm going to reach out one day. It just never got. And then one day I was here hanging out at the mall. I go, wait a minute. I saw the Munoz people. I go, wait a minute. Those are my guys. That's how we met.
Yeah, he walked in. He saw the Munoz on the sign on our TV. You were in Hawaii. I was working. You were in Hawaii, doing your Mai Tais. And and he came in and he's like, hey, and then he goes, Munoz and Munoz? I'm like, yeah. We started talking, and then we clicked.
Yeah, we clicked.
We clicked, and that was it. Now he's here.
Yeah.
Sitting right here.
Oh, and they speak very highly of you.
Yes, they do.
Ralph,
Yes, they do.
when he
love that
mentions
guy.
your name, he just, lights up, and that's a good feeling, when people feel that way about you and they talk about you that way, because those guys, I mean, they're part of our President Circle. They sponsor our podcast, and we've had nothing but every time we sit down with them, they're real too, because attorneys can be very uptight, and very by the book, and sometimes that doesn't work, and it's good that they they're at every level, and I love that about them. They're great guys. So
Yeah, no, they're good dudes. I love that guy. I love Ralph and Mike and their whole staff over there. But yeah, you know what? Going back to, and people ask me all the time, hey, how do you start a business? And I look them in the face. I go, do you have it in you?
That's
You
a good
have
question. Yeah.
Right? And they're like, well, what? I'm like, I go, look, and now there's a lot of stuff that I regret I should have done different, right? Like, maybe I should have had 6 months of money put away, where I went in with nothing. Right? I was in the red. It was bad. It was bad. Even my wife's like, why we're doing this? I'm like, I don't know. I just have a good feeling. And, that's something I'll recommend. If you're gonna start a business, you have to have a plan. Don't be me. I'm me. I could only justify what I did. But have a plan, right? Have money for 6 months, because once you go in, you have no money coming, right? You have to go chase it, and money runs out, right? So yeah, have a plan, and believe in a product that's gonna for the long run.
That's right.
And you have to love it. And if you don't love your product, get away. Get away. It's not for you. You're gonna fail. Just cut ties right there. Because you will not know till you put the grinds, right? You mentioned it. You're like, damn it. Sometimes you look in the mirror like, did I do the right thing?
Oh.
Why? What the heck? And I went in with my wife and I weren't working. So we're hustling, right? It was hard. We had downsides, The nice Mercedes you're driving, okay, I turn it in. Now I get a little Corolla, Yeah. The big house you had, I gotta go to a little apartment. Like, you gotta go, kind of in the bottom in a way, kind of work your way up.
Yeah.
But what's beautiful about your story too, and I have to give props to the wife, because when you have a support system, you could have a support system even on the outside, but if your home support, like your partner, your life partner, doesn't support you no matter what, even if she gets mad at me, it doesn't mean she doesn't support you. But if she's there with you and you're dragging her along, even though she knows, this and that, but she's still believing in you, that's the best support anyone in any circumstance could have.
Yeah. No, my wife, give a shout out to my wife. I love you, honey. Veronica. We've been married 26 years.
That's awesome.
Nice.
We got married at a very young age. Again, we had a kid at a young age, and it was like, okay, what the heck am I gonna do now, right? Yeah, I had a good job, starting. I was kind of, valet, working my way up, and she was there the whole time. The hard times. The very hard times were, it was where damn, how are we going to do it? And then we have another one coming. Oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? She's like, we're having kids. Well, stop being so damn hot, right? Well, stop. And she's like, and the third one, oh my gosh, I had to get snip. Right? And then 4. Holy shit. Where's all my gray hair coming out, right? So we stopped at 4, and it just going back to the journey, for kids, my oldest 25 years old, but going back to all that, and then I even tell her the other day, I was like, how do we do it?
Wow.
How do we do it without getting divorced or
killing each other?
Right?
Yeah.
Because kids, when they're young, it's hard.
Yeah, they demand your time.
I think as long as there's food in the fridge, then you're good. Everything else you can make work. I used to get my kids, and I'm a big Laker fan, right? I love the Lakers. I'm a sports guy. I love my Arizona Cardinals. I love my Angels.
Angels?
Right? Yes.
Okay, Aiden, stop the interview right now. Aiden, stop.
I'm not a Dodger fan.
Oh, Leo, my
I'm
God.
customer to Dodger fans, family.
Did you cry when you lost Shohei?
Oh, screw that guy. Screw that guy. Traitor. He's a traitor.
He's a traitor. He's doing good for us right now. I really like him right now.
Whatever. But and I can tell my kids, you could pick any sport, but if you pick a Clippers, I'll disown you. I'll kick you out.
I'll kick you out.
I just love my Lakers. Man. I love the Lakers. I'm a big Laker fan. So then, when I was and a NASCAR fan. I love NASCAR. I love racing. So when I was,
he reminds me of my husband.
Yeah.
So when I was, when my kids were young, I was young too. I had a lot of energy and, but
obviously 4 kids later.
But they're next to me. They're next to me. Right? They're next to me. I took my kids everywhere. I go to a game. I'm like, man, you have 3 extra tickets? No, then I can't go.
Wow.
I take my kids everywhere.
That's so beautiful.
To this day, I take them everywhere.
You invited me to a fight, and you were taking your kids.
And that's right. And one time I was at, I had my oldest son, my daughter, my 2 little ones, and a double stroller, and then my godson next to me, and then I never got stereotyped. I'm right there walking. I went up at the outlets in Temecula, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they're all looking at me like, this damn Mexican with 4 kids. You know, because I was making a Mexico. I'm thinking a shirt, and I'm proud to be Mexican.
Yeah.
I represent Mexico. Right? My parents, you know, I was born here, but I love being Mexican. I love my culture.
You guys, both your parents are from some beautiful towns in Mexico. Zacatecas, for one, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
In Guadalajara,
Guadalajara.
oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah. So I always take pride of where I'm from, right? And they looked at me. I was like, oh, I told my wife, look, my wife's over there hiding. I'm like, just over here. You cuffed them up. You get credit too, you know. And but I didn't care what people thought of me, right? They look at you. People are always gonna stereotype you, how you dress.
Always.
Oh, this guy's overdressed. This guy's underdressed. You know, my wife would say, oh, I always wear a t-shirt and jeans. That's my style. That's it. Why do you drive an old car? Because I don't want car payments. I love my own car.
Yeah.
And that's just me, right? I don't want to be someone else. I just want to be who I am, right? That's just my persona, right? But going back what you said originally, like how'd you start off, and you know, even see my shop now, vacant lot, and then now it's a business. You have employees. It's running. You know, I could leave the office sometimes and just hang out. It's a rewarding now. Now it's rewarding, right? Now it's like, all right, cool. This is different. You know, I have a big sponsorship with ESPN, 710 ESPN, the YouTube channel with Beto Duran. If you guys watch every Laker game, after the Laker game, we come out, our logo and all that. And I take so much pride. It's like hell yeah, I work my ass off.
Hey, that's all you.
It's all me.
you.
And my wife and I, we again, you mentioned earlier, if someone's not backing you up, you hit a brick wall real quick, right? And I hit a bunch of them. My wife will be like, "Get up!" Like she even tell me, "Stop being a fucking pussy. Go, get out there, go out there. Like, what are you doing?" And she puts me on my toes.
She said, "Pussy cat."
Pussy cat. and you know what? And she puts me on check, right? You saw my wife; she's tiny. Yeah, I'm all big, right? And then, but she says something. I'm like, all right, you're right. She's right. Damn it, you're right. You know, I hate being wrong, but you know, she's the only one that could tell me what to do, right? I tell her, I'm the boss at work. Like I'm the boss. Like I'm the CEO, the president. Oh, that's me. At home, she's a boss. She takes care of the house. She makes sure the house is running tight. You know.
Well, you know what they say,
And it's
that
offense, defense.
that you could have a CEO, you know, title in your job as a man, as a woman, but every single mother out there has that title of a CEO
Oh yeah.
of her home.
Oh yeah. Respect to that. You know, and I tell people I wear the pants, but she picks the color. Right?
Because we do.
It goes both ways.
I told David, I'm the CEO at the GWC. I'm also the CEO here because I don't care if you bring the money. I still make the decisions. So, I have a double title.
I have a double title. Wow.
No, but I think now looking back, like when I started, you know, back in the Longo days, you know, and again, it's the people you line up yourself with.
Yes.
And even though I have several jobs, and I make a lot of friends everywhere I work, right? And even now, like, man, I don't talk to anybody at work, but it just feels different. Now you're in a different position where, like, okay, and then, yeah, you have employees, but you can't really make them your friends, right?
Yeah,
You got to kind of
'cause you're still the
separate
boss.
that. So I learned that too. Where before I'd be like, no, I'll treat them like friends, and then when it's time to like let them go or something happens, you have to correct them.
Yeah,
They're like,
they don't respect it.
they
It's
don't
hard.
Yeah, they're like, come on, I thought you were I'm like, no, but like, dude, I'm like the owner. Like, I got the
Yeah.
So I learned that too, right? That took me a while to learn. Now I'm kind of separating that where I just go, you know, I'm a business owner first, right? And then my employees, I take care of them. But you learn as you go.
Yes.
Right now, I'm thinking about opening a second location. Right.
awesome.
Nice.
Second location, and then we're opening up a towing company.
Oh, wow.
So that's gonna work hand in hand. Well, you don't sponsor towing company, right?
No.
Oh, good. All right.
All right. Yeah, he's in, guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
So, we're gonna say, so I'm doing a lot of stuff now that I could do. See, and this was the list of the plan that I have now. I call it a master plan. Like
That's
this
great.
is it. At first, I didn't come in with a plan. Now I do. I got beat up a little bit. I'm still here. Okay, now I have a list. I gotta tackle. You know, one by one, right? And that's where I'm at now.
I love it.
And I love going to work, right? Even when it rains, even when it's hot, I don't care. I love being. If it was up to me, I'd be there 7 days. You know, that's my wife. Like,
Well, they did say, she did say you wear active collision everywhere you go.
I feel like
You have no other clothes but active collision.
Even the polos, yeah.
Yeah, your polos, your
everything,
shirts.
because I love my company so
Because you,
much.
yeah, that's so awesome.
I love my company. I love being at work. There's times where I get beat up, but it comes with it. Right? I'm sure you get beat up a little bit.
Of course.
It comes with it, but I know how to handle it. And every day I'm like, all right, God, I'm going to come in with a smile. Bring it. You know, sometimes I stand in my shop, I'm like this. Bring it. What's going to happen today?
Isn't it amazing how sometimes you have those days too that it just kind of hits you and you're just like, wow, 18 years. And I have sometimes I have those moments and I get a little emotional because I'm thinking everything that I had to learn along the way. Because it doesn't matter if you have a degree. Degree is just a degree. But because if you have your own business, that doesn't matter. It comes into play, you know, here and there, but not really. Because at the end of the day, you think back and you just learn along the way. You acquire so much wisdom, and now you can give advice to people. Now you know what you want. Where before you're like, oh, I'm going to try this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and the things that didn't work, well, you know what? You bury that, and then you move on to the next. And so, but now you get to a point where you know what you want.
Right.
It took me a long time because even when JR and I have known each other for like 14 years or so, you know, off and on. But I never really knew what this guy was about. I knew that he did some stuff, and I thought, oh, okay, you know, and we invited him to be part of our committee, and he did that. And then as I gotten to know him, once he became my business partner, my God, he's so talented. And my job, I feel part of my job now is to get all that out.
Right.
You know, because every time I get a little piece of what he knows, it's comforting to me because now I know I can give away some of those things that I kind of kept to myself. Now I'm like, here, take this from me. And it's like, you know?
And you bring a good point. Even having a business, and someone that has multiple business told me one time, you got to trust someone to run your business. I have trust issues, right? Because I got burned so many times, right? To where you have someone like, and it's still burning you, like, damn it. That's why you always see me there, because I haven't found that right person to kind of, okay, here's the keys, like, here's the keys to my Ferrari. Don't put a scratch on it.
Right, exactly.
Because if you do, then it's not gonna be good, right? So, but it's hard for me to get to that through that hump. See, you already went through that hump. I wish I was there. I'm not there yet.
It took a lot of boxing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we a lot of disputes.
Yeah, but that's a good thing because you think different than she does, right? You're different ways of. Maybe your history is different than her history, but you guys somehow work it out, right?
Yeah,
No,
we've
we
learned
love
to
it.
mesh, you know, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
But me knowing that now I could, you know, do what I've always wanted to, travel comfortably, and know that he's here, and I come back and it's like, wow,
It's not burned down.
Great.
Yeah.
You know?
See,
But the trust has to be there,
Yeah.
because if there's no trust, now I trust him with everything, because
Yeah.
I know how he handles himself with so many things, because he is that person. This is it,
yeah,
and he ain't going nowhere.
right. I'm gonna still JR.
I'm still JR.
I'm still JR.
Please do. Please do.
What?
Good luck.
No, but that's cool. You guys have a chemistry.
Yeah.
And that's what you need. Because if you don't have that chemistry,
No. No,
it's hard. It's just so hard.
yeah, and when she said something that's key, you know, because she was in a position like you. She's had a lot of people that came in and they were helping her. They're right hand man, woman, whatever, and they're gone.
And they were here for years.
And they were here for years, and they did good, you know. But so she, like you, began to get trust issues, especially if she wants to bring somebody in more and stuff. It's hard. I get it.
Giving them responsibilities and more responsibilities. I had someone that was here for probably like 6-7 years with me. Oh, awesome guy, Christian guy, very. The best thing that ever happened to me. Yes, he was good, but he did not know how to handle conflict. And when you're in this business, you need to learn how to handle conflict. It's not always about just fun. There's going to be times where you have to know how. You got to confront that, and he didn't have that strength, and you can't teach that. You can't teach that. That's something that they have to resolve on their own, because it could be a personal thing too, and that's something that I try to teach even our students, and it's hard, but you have to be able to confront the hard issues, get rid of them, and I learned that from one of my bosses, the one that actually encouraged me to start the Greater West Covina. I had to learn to confront that and to deal with conflict in the right manner, because you could deal with that in a fight and it doesn't resolve anything, but that's like a strong thing for people, because you probably have those customers that are not satisfied or whatever. You can't just say, oh, let me have my husband call you, or let me have Leo call you. No, that person needs to learn
to take care of it.
Because people are, sometimes it could be where you get the message 2 days later and you're like, well, why didn't I get this message right away? How did you handle that? And then you've lost the customer.
Right.
It's just the little things that are so important. I have trust that JR can do that now.
Right.
That he knows how. And I didn't have to really teach him that. I just said, just because they're with the city, I'm still gonna charge them. I'm still gonna do this.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is. We're running a business here. Just like you.
Yeah. No, and again, just kind of going back to everything you're learning, and I tell myself, and I tell people too, like, okay, if you're up here, then you work hard. Now you gotta work smart, right?
Smart too.
You work hard. We're not. I mean, we're young. We're not that young anymore, right? But we work hard. Now we gotta work smart. Who you align yourself with, how you promote. Where do you want to take the business? What's the next level? What level should I be at? Who do me? Do I sponsor? Do I sponsor everybody, or just sponsor certain people? I sponsor a boxer named Arnold Barbosa Jr., good buddy of mine. As a matter of fact, he's having a fight this Saturday. If he wins, he'd be the next WBO champion.
Nice.
Arnold Barbosa's a dude. That guy's my guy. Good dude, right? And I see people that, the big companies that reaching out to me like, hey man, how you doing it over there? Like, really? What do you want? Like, you want to bite me out? But it happened before, like where one time I told my wife, okay, this is my plan. In 5 years, I want to sell my company. And the 5th year comes up and someone calls, big company, we want to buy you out. I was like, damn, that was what I wanted. Right? And then you kind of then your heart comes out like, no, we worked your butt off, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, damn, I should have done it, right? And then I'd be at home. Then what? I'd be bored at home.
Bored, yeah.
My wife can only talk so much, right? And then I go, okay, you know what? Maybe we're not ready. Maybe another 5 years we'll think about it again. But it's a journey. I mean, owning a business, it's a journey. It's hard. It takes guts. It's not for everybody. You have to have it. If you don't have you don't even do it. I don't recommend it.
Yep.
But you have to love what you do.
Yeah.
That's why I recommend people. That people ever ask me how to start a business, listen to the podcast, right?
This is the podcast.
But I don't know. Now I'm in my life where, okay, what's next? What do you want to do next?
No, I love it. And that's why we brought you on, because I wanted to, this is the best way, I believe, people to know about active collision. Because yes, you could come on here and say, yeah, we use this type of paint, we do this, that. That's not who active is.
Right.
What you just said right now, that's who active collision is.
Yeah, and I build my company through referrals, people that know me. Again, in the beginning, people don't trust you. I don't trust you with my car, right? The color don't match.
Yeah, that's their baby.
The wheel falls off. I say nothing happened like that. But so you kind of want to like test the water first, and then again, you open your business, You start it, now you look at all the results. And what we do there, we specialize in body and paint. What that means is if you get to a car accident, you have to look at your insurance policy, right? A lot of people don't look at their insurance policy. Oh, I had it for 20 years and I have $1,000 deductible. I have no rental car. I have to put aftermarket parts. What is that, right? You drive a Mercedes Benz, right? But you have a policy that doesn't cover Mercedes Benz parts. Then, hey, Mrs. Monica, your insurance company that you purchase does not cover a Mercedes part. What do you mean? It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with your insurance that you purchased, right? If you purchase an insurance that has it's called the OEM endorsement, then a premium insurance, then it pays for everything, right? And I gotta explain to these customers, right? If you have Infinity, which I'll say it out there, I don't care. Infinity is the worst insurance company out there. You know, if you don't have a contract with me, they charge you 20% to get it fixed at my shop.
Wow.
People don't know that. Shame on Infinity for doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. You're scamming your customers. Don't be doing that. You get in a car accident, you come in, oh, it's $7,000. Oh, by the way, you owe 20% to fix it here. What? That's the only company that does that, right? All the other insurance companies are great, right? Yeah, they don't pay for this and that, but you got to look at your insurance policy, what it covers, right? There's times where a person doesn't have $1,000 deductible and they drive their car off all damaged. You explain, hey, this is what you owe. Again, that's your insurance that you purchase. I don't have rental coverage. Why not? Because I didn't purchase it. Then look at your policy. So I recommend people look at their policy. Look at your insurance policy. You have $1,000 deductible, drop it to $500. If you ever get to a car accident, you got to cough up that $500 or that $1,000, right? And then see if you have an OEM endorsement. If you drive a 2025 car with less than 12,000 miles, they're going to put factory parts. It's a brand new car. But if you drive a 2021, 23, 24 or below, if there's an aftermarket part that's a generic part, it's not going to fit in your car, the insurance don't care. It's available. There's nothing you could do about it. You could complain. They're going to say that's what you purchased, right? Unless you want to pay the difference, right? And we're all about safety. If we're like, no, that's not safe, we're not going to put it on. Here, sign here, right? Again, that's your insurance that you purchased, right? So we work with insurance companies, mostly all insurance companies. Again, if you get into a car accident, you need to get your car fixed. We specialize in auto body and paint, frame, right? We do classic cars. You have a car that you have in your garage for years and you just don't know where to take it to. We specialize in classic cars too. We do also complete paint jobs, right? Let's say you want, I have an older car, I want to paint it, right? Yeah, bring it in. We'll do that too.
Nice.
Right. I have a little scratch that I want to fix. Okay, we'll do that too. I don't discriminate. With that.
Big job, little jobs, everything.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter,
we
yeah.
don't turn it down.
No,
Okay.
I love it.
Here's a bit. It's how much it is. Yes or no? No? Then have a nice day. Let me know when you're
Do we
ready
get
to
a
come in.
discount, Leo?
I don't know. You have to mention your intern here. Yeah, but if you mention Greater West Covina or your podcast, if you have an insurance deductible of $1,000, we'll mention your program, and you get 50% off.
Oh, nice.
You know?
Yes.
But Leo, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it because we're running out of time. But love the fact that we love your story. Love the fact that you came on here. Like I said earlier, love the fact that they got to know Active Collision and what you're all about, the honesty and the things and your passion. I mean, you can see your passion that you love your business. So
And the thing is that too, he's very personable. So
yeah, very personable.
If you guys, hey, if you got into a collision and there's other companies that are just there to rip you off, there's nothing like knowing that someone's going to do a great job for you, because you know them personally. You hear his story. So I'm like, man, if I would have known him before,
I know
my $20,000 later, but they paid for everything. My insurance paid for brand new parts.
We met
for
you
my
after.
Mercedes. Yeah, we met you after. I would have definitely have gone with you, especially because you're one of our members. So, but for all of you guys out there, learn from the stories from real people, that are willing to share their heart and how they got started and what it took. And if you're thinking about starting a business, hey, you know what? Just fall in love with what you want to do, and
Right.
you'll be successful. Don't do it for the money.
Love it. Well, thank you again, Leo. Appreciate you, brother. And you know what, guys? We will see you guys next week. Make sure you get like, share, subscribe, and yeah, keep tuning in.